Hello everyone, this is Ward Planette from BeMoreBeNow.com, and I'm going to tell you a little about today about runner's high and how we can get the maximum rewarding effect from running, which is a very enjoyable experience. So previous work looking at runner's high, which you might have heard of, is that they thought opioids and endocannabinoids, I'm one of the world's worst pronouncers, sorry about that, the similar compound to what is found in marijuana is involved with the runner's high. And when you increase your running, there's an increase of these opioids, these cannabinoid-like substance, and also dopamine. And dopamine is very interesting because it's well known to be part of the reward system for the brain. So this research paper wanted to look at maybe how dopamine is directly involved in the runner's high compared to just the opioids and the cannabinoids. And so a little bit of background is that there's this compound, this hormone, leptin, that is produced by your fat cells. And this is a signal to the brain, because there's leptin receptors in the brain, to decrease reward, so you reduce your eating. So when you have a lot of fat cells, there's no great reason to be eating more. And so this is part of the natural body system to reduce overeating. Now, this doesn't always work. You can actually become leptin resistant, and this is part of the obesity problem. But basically what we find is that if you have increased fat tissue, what happens? There's an increased leptin, which should shut down the reward system. And this reward system is the dopamine system in this case. And previous research had found that low leptin levels actually had faster marathon times. Now, this wasn't a really strong effect, but there was something there, and they even controlled for body mass index. So it wasn't just because very slim people ran faster, is that it happened to be low leptin levels that was correlated with marathon times. So now the study that recently looked at runner's high was published in Cell Metabolism. And what they wanted to do was look at this leptin and dopamine effect in the brain. Now, we don't need to know all the details, but there's a leptin receptor in the brain. And what they did is actually they blocked the downstream pathway of that. So this would be like you reduce the amount of leptin. And when they reduced the amount of leptin signaling, these animals ran more, and there was more of a rewarding effect to the running. And so what this really means is that when you have high leptin levels, which happens when you have more fat cells, there would be a decrease in runner's high. And the opposite, and this is what they observed in this study, is that when you lower the leptin levels, either naturally by having low body fat levels, or in this case, by blocking the leptin receptor signals in the brain, there's an increase in runner's high and you would run more. And so in conclusion, is that lower body fat levels leading to lower leptin levels lead to increased runner's high. So if you want to maximize your rewarding effect of running, then try to keep your body fat levels in a normal, healthy level. Now on the flip side of this, if you have increased adipose tissue, fat cells, and you have more leptin, then probably running is less rewarding. So it's a kind of a vicious cycle there, is that you're trying to lose weight, you want to exercise more, but you're actually getting less of a rewarding effect from the exercise experience of running, and probably many other exercises. So this is quite a difficult hurdle to overcome, but really, really try to get to that. And if you're not yet have high adipose tissue, then try to maintain the nice healthy level, because then you're more likely to exercise because you have the runner's high. So if you're interested in more type of research like this on health and fitness and such things as the runner's high, then you can follow me on Twitter at WardPlanette, and also at BeMoreBeNow.com, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.